A police patrol boat has been caught in the Bandra Valley Sea Link, which was just inaugurated yesterday. The patrol boat is said to have, the police patrol boat is said to have got stuck underneath the sea link. And as you can see, those are the visuals of a chopper which has been deployed to rescue that patrol boat. Let's actually cut across to Megha Prasad, who will bring us up to speed on what really is happening back there. Megha, tell us how exactly did the police patrol boat get stuck?
Well, Rukmini, this is a police launch that, in fact, was engaged in the patrolling of the Bandra Valley Sea Link. And what their version is that they, in fact, started from the Bandra side at around 5:30 today morning. And while they were coming towards closer to the Worli end of the Sea Link, midway their launch got entangled in a fishing net. And after that, the motor of that launch stopped. And then, they did try and salvage their launch, but then they were unsuccessful. They couldn't do much about it. And that's when, the distress signals were sent to the police headquarters, and then the Coast Guard was alerted. The Coast Guard went and rescued at least 5 of the police people who were there. In fact, a total of 9 people were there on that launch, 5 policemen and 4 workers along with them. And in the early, the rescue, in fact, started at around 7:30, and 5 of them were rescued almost immediately. But after that, it was operations were called off because those who were still remaining on the launch, they kind of thought that they will be in a position to, get the launch free of that fishing net, and that they will actually be able to, get it closer to the shore. So the rescue operations, the Coast Guard was stopped in between, but then later on when they kind of realized that this wasn't really going to happen, then again the Coast Guard was requested to start its rescue all over again. And just like 5-10 minutes ago, we saw the chopper coming in here twice. We are at the Coast Guard headquarters where the chopper is landing. And now finally the rescue is over, with them finally getting the last 3 people who were on board that launch. All of them have been rescued and brought here to the headquarters of Coast Guard in Worli.
Right, Megha, we are getting visuals of the dramatic rescue where a chopper was in fact put into action to rescue this police patrol boat, like you were telling us, which got caught near the Bandra Valley Sea Link. Megha, if I understand you correctly, the patrol boat got stuck in a fishing net. Was it anywhere stuck near the sea link, the structure of the sea link?
Well, let me tell you what exactly is happening is they did start, their initial point from where they started was close to the Bandra end of the sea link. But while they were coming midway, the launch got stuck in the fishing net. But then what happened after that was that once the engine shut, it didn't work anymore. It got entangled in the fishing net and stopped working. After that, they tried putting the anchor down, but the anchor also broke because the sea is a little rough today. And since the anchor broke, the entire launch drifted a little inside the sea, some 3 to 4 kilometers inside the sea, and that's when the distress signals were actually sent in the first place, because earlier all those 9 people on board thought that they will be in a position to salvage their launch, but that did not happen. And when the anchor broke, and the launch drifted inside the sea, then the distress signals were sent, and then the Coast Guard choppers were pressed into service. But now, successfully, all 9 people who were on board that launch have been rescued. Rukmini?
All right, Megha, let's in fact listen in to what the Coast Guard had to say about the rescue. Stay with us. We'll come back to you in just a minute.
कल शाम को ये मुक्तेश्वर मोइली नामक पुलिस लॉन्च वीआईपी सिक्योरिटी के लिए कोस्टल सिक्योरिटी पुलिस जो चलाती है उसके लिए गए थे। आज सुबह हमें ये खबर मिली सुबह 7 बजे लगभग कि ये स्वैम्प में फंसने से इन लोगों को बाहर आना निकलना टाइडल कंडीशन से मुश्किल हो रहा था। तो हमने हेलीकॉप्टर लॉन्च किया और 4 पुलिस पर्सनल और 1 फिशरमैन को लेके आए। तो लॉन्च में जो लॉन्च ऑपरेटर्स थे, बाकी जो 4 लोग, वो बोल रहे थे कि हम लॉन्च को बचाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, आने के लिए रिफ्यूज़ कर रहे थे। दोबारा हमने हेलीकॉप्टर लॉन्च किया जब पुलिस वालों ने बोला कि ये अभी ड्रिफ्ट होके रॉक्स की तरफ, पत्थरों की तरफ जा रही है। सो दिस 5 प्लस अनदर 4 टोटल 9, उसमें पूरे 9 को हम लोग रेस्क्यू करेंगे, बिकॉज अभी सेकेंड ट्रिप में बाकी आ जाए।
Megha Prasad is bringing us up to speed on all the latest. Megha, we just heard the Coast Guard there telling us about the rescue operations, but describe for us exactly how it looked from where you're at. How exactly did this boat get stuck?
Well, Rukmini, yes, the Coast Guard has kind of briefed us as to what really happened, and then they have, in fact, been pretty quick in rescuing these people, because the time that this boat got stuck was around 6:30 or a little after that. But then, as soon as the signals and the information was sent down from the police headquarters to the Coast Guard, the main command here in Worli, they immediately pressed the choppers in service, and the first rescue operation did happen between 7:15 and 7:30. That's when the first batch of people were brought ashore. And what, as far as your question is concerned, Rukmini, what really has happened, from what we know, we have been getting the versions of the people who were stuck on that launch, and they tell us that soon after they left the Bandra end of the sea link, a little after coming midway, their launch got stuck in this fishing net, and then their motor all of a sudden stopped working. It got so badly entangled in the fishing net that it didn't work anymore. They tried to salvage the launch. That didn't happen. But then quickly after that, since the motor was not working, they tried to anchor the launch wherever it was, and they put the anchor down, but the anchor also broke, and then the launch drifted almost 3 to 4 kilometers inside the rough sea. And that's when those distress signals for help were sent down to the police headquarters, Rukmini.
Right, Megha, stay with us. Let's go back and listen into what the DIG of the Coast Guard had to say.
Yaar, 1 minute. I think, ladies and gentlemen, you decide who is going to ask. Yaar. Don't worry about that.
भटकर साहब बताएंगे किस तरह हुआ है ऑपरेशन, किस तरह लोग अटके हुए थे?
कल शाम को ये मुक्तेश्वर मोइली नामक पुलिस लॉन्च वीआईपी सिक्योरिटी के लिए, कोस्टल सिक्योरिटी पुलिस जो चलाती है उसके लिए गए थे। आज सुबह हमें ये खबर मिली, सुबह 7 बजे लगभग, कि ये स्वैम्प में फंसने से इन लोगों को बाहर आना निकलना टाइडल कंडीशन से मुश्किल हो रहा था। तो हमने हेलीकॉप्टर लॉन्च किया और 4 पुलिस पर्सनल और 1 फिशरमैन को लेके आए। तो लॉन्च में जो लॉन्च ऑपरेटर्स थे, बाकी जो 4 लोग, वो बोल रहे थे कि हम लॉन्च को बचाने की कोशिश करें, आने के लिए रिफ्यूज़ कर रहे थे। दोबारा हमने हेलीकॉप्टर लॉन्च किया जब पुलिस वालों ने बोला कि ये अभी ड्रिफ्ट होके रॉक्स की तरफ, पत्थरों की तरफ जा रही है। सो दिस 5 प्लस अनदर 4, टोटल 9, उसमें पूरे 9 को हम लोग रेस्क्यू करेंगे, बिकॉज अभी सेकेंड ट्रिप में बाकी आ जाए।
अच्छा बाड़कर साहब, इसमें कोई खतरा होता है इन लोगों का जब इस तरह लॉन्च बिगड़ जाती है और अंदर समंदर की तरफ जाती है, रॉक्स को टकरा सकती है, किस तरह का खतरा होता है?
ये बाहर ऐसे कोई खतरा नहीं होता जब तक सी खराब ना हो, और जो ये लॉन्च ऑपरेटर पुलिस वाले लेके जाते हैं एक्सपीरियंस रहते हैं, और ऐसे जब तक कोई सडन तूफान ना आ जाए ऐसे कुछ होता नहीं है। और जब इंजन फेल हो जाता है, अगर किनारे के नजदीक रॉक्स के पास होते तो कोई यही लॉन्च नहीं, कोई भी बोट आ सकती है पत्थरों पर।
ऐसा कहा जा रहा है कि बोट वाज इल इक्विप्ड, फिशरमैन की हाइड बोट ली गई थी।
ऐसे कुछ नहीं, बोट इज इल इक्विप्ड। तो हमने बोट को अभी तक इन्वेस्टिगेट नहीं किया, ना तो बोट को देखा है, लेकिन जहां तक फिशरमैन लेके जाते हैं इस एरिया में जनरली ठीक ही बोट।
क्या रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन में कोई दिक्कत?
हमें सुबह खबर मिलने के बाद हम 7:50 को 7:50 पे लॉन्च किए थे हेलीकॉप्टर, और 10 मिनट में पहला फेस जब हमने 4 पुलिसकर्मी और 1 फिशरमैन को रेस्क्यू किया, हमारा खत्म हुआ था। दोबारा पुलिस के रिक्वेस्ट पे हमने 10 मिनट पहले लॉन्च किया हेलो, और आपने अभी देखा कि एक ट्रिप में लोगों को लेके लाया गया है।
So these people are 2.5 miles down the sea. Were they in any sort of coordination with you people?
No, this is a coordinated patrol. The Navy, the Coast Guard, along with Coastal Security Police. It is a well coordinated patrol, and it is coordinated by the Navy and Coast Guard, and it's a coordinated patrol.
So any of the members received any memory?
It's about 2.5 kilometers from Sea Rock Hotel towards the sea.
So any injuries whatsoever?
There is absolutely no injury as of now. We know the report. We'll see the last trip if there is, and we don't feel that there would be any injury as of now. Maybe if we had gone, the news would have come later, if the boat would have drifted on rocks, something would have happened. But as of now, no injury.